Hello, students. We continue the seventh stanza. That is, we all too little, and of one to me little remains. But every hour is saved from that eternal silence. Something more, a bringer of new things, and while it were. So bringer means to bring the people. It's adjective the people who bring some new things. So he says that. So this stanza says that still every hour that he has left to live before he dies has the potential to bring new opportunities for action. How can a man like this always doing some kind of action? He is action king, I can say. He's not a king, he's action king. So it would be disgraceful, he feels, to sit tight at home. But every hour is saved from that eternal silence, so that every hour means in every hour that he has left to live before he dies has a potential to bring to new opportunities for action. It would be disgraceful, he feels, to sit tight at home and just try to eat and stay alive for more years. According to his scene, whenever as we human thought that we want to spend our time with our family, being some settle down in a calm place, but the hours, the minutes, the days, the month, the years he just want to bring a new opportunities and doing some kind of exploration, so that he hate to eat in one place, sit alive, stay alive in one place. When even as an old man, his greatest desire is still to explore the world and keep learning more. Whenever he thought that whether if he old, whether he became old, he never stopped doing the things that it gives some kind of satisfactions. So here, next, he says that his greatest desire is to still it will be explore the world and keep learning more. He wants to go to the beyond the limits of what human have seen. So here, the next one is some to the most same. For some three, you can move into the eighth stanza. For some three sons to store and the hoard myself, and this grey spirit earning in desire to follow knowledge like a sinking star beyond the utmost bound the human thought. We can understand here the greatest desire as he learned to learn. Then he wants to go to beyond the limits of what human being have seen and known. But then what kind of he is also human, right? The way a shooting star seems to go beyond the horizon when it falls and disappears from the sight, so first he compared himself along, with a sword. Second, he compared himself with shooting star. Shooting stars really goes very fast. We compare this as a cheetah. Shooting star usually compared like a cheetahs moves very fast. So here, yes, for some three sons means 3 long years he had, and hoard means money, and this gray spirit means dull spirit. He had the dull spirit earning in desire. What is his desire? His earning means longing. He is a dull spirit of longing desire to follow knowledge like a sinking star. He just want to move more and more, get to know more and more, like a sinking star, move fast beyond. He wants to go beyond human knowledge, beyond the world, beyond the land, beyond that most bound of human thought. Same. We used to have some data that people will go this long. People he touched, they have been in the Guinness record, they have been in the exploration. But here he's a single man called Ulysses, wants to complete his life, which is never compared, which is never broken by anyone. So this is what this man's thought. Next is the second part. Very interesting concept. He hand over the responsibility to his son Telemachus, that passages. So ninth, this is my son, mine own Telemachus, to whom I leave the sceptre and the isle, well loved of me, discerning to fulfill this labor by slow prudence to make mild. So in this stanza, he just introduced his son called Telemachus, to whom I leave the scepter and the isle. Scepter means to fill all authorities, all the rules and regulations, all the authorities he hand over. And the isle means the land. So he made them, he's an imperial authority for all his because he just wanted to move around the world, to explore the unknown land, so he introduced a son called Telemachus, to whom he just to give all his scepter, and the isle means land, island. So isle is a place, well loved of means he believed, he had a lot of confidence in his son, and discerning to fulfill. Discerning means clear. He will clear to fulfill this labor by slow prudence to make mild. What is a prudence? Prudence is a knowledge, right? This labor means this work. This work, whatever work Ulysses gave to Telemachus. Telemachus have a great potentiality to make sure that he will slowly fulfill all his duty given by his father. Next stanza, a rugged people and through soft degrees subdue them to the useful and the good. Most blameless is he, centered in the sphere of common duties, decent not to fail. So you must understand a rugged people and through soft degrees. Rugged people to soft degrees. Okay, so what he says, once again, let me explain. Ulysses says that he loves his son because who is, conscientious and thoughtful about, he will he will best carry out his responsibility as a ruler with a patient and judgment. Here, Telemachus will work to civilize the fierce, to rule. Civilize means to rule wild people of Ithaca and make them more gentle. If any people's talks too much, any people go for against against for laws, he will make them as a soft degrees, subdue them to the useful for the good. What is that? And gradually teach them to devote their lives to productive civic activities. So subdue them to useful and the good. If any people go for against, he make them to be how to behave as a good, to make them use, to care, to change their character. So this is what their lives to productive civic activities. Ulysses cannot find any faults in Telemachus. So here, most blameless is he. He cannot find any fault in Telemachus. He devotes his life to the responsibilities of his role. He pays proper respect to his people and his parents after his father dies. He will continue appropriate sacrifice to the gods that Ulysses most honored, so that he most blameless is he. He means Telemachus will be most blameless. No one can blame him for his for not doing his rule, because he had a lot of confidence that his son will do his work, and centered in the sphere. Sphere means the world, is a rule. The place is called Ithaca. He will be sent, get the attention of center of common duties and decent not to fail. He never fails his duty in offices of tenderness. What is a tender? Tender means young, and pay meet adoration to my household gods, where I am gone. Whenever he dies, see, as I told you just now, right? He pay proper respect to people. My adoration meet my household gods, to the people and his parents, and after his father dies. Here, when I am gone, who is gone? Who will be gone? Here, once the Ulysses is gone, he works his work, I mine. There lies a port, and the vessel puffs her sail. So I'll just finish when I am gone. Telemachus, he will continue offering appropriate sacrifices to the gods that Ulysses most honored, because of the household gods means he believes God is worship, so that he too believed that his Telemachus also will follow the same. Finally, Telemachus is well suited for the role of ruler, Just as Ulysses is well suited for the different role, like a role of explorer is a role of action, so that Telemachus is also, there is a confidence of, this is a very um, perfect confidence on in Telemachus. So that next look at the next stanza. He works his work, Telemachus works his work, I mine. Like how he was worked, so the Telemachus also he will do his work. There lies the port, the vessel puffs her sail. What does that mean? There lies a port, it's a place, they're just going to getting ready to travel. The vessel puffs her sail. The vessel means the engine is just getting ready to started. Next, there gloom the dark broad seas, my mariners, souls that have toiled means trouble, toiled and wrought and thought with me, that ever with a frolic welcome took the thunder and the sunshine and opposed. So here we can say that Ulysses look out towards the port, where the wind is blowing in the sails of his ship, and where he can see the wide dark sea. Why is called a dark sea? Now he addresses his former crew, a men who worked alongside him and explored the world and gained new knowledge with him. He just remind souls, my mariners here. My mariners means the men who worked alongside him and explored the world, and gained new knowledge, that ever with a frolic welcome, like souls that have toiled, they have been in the great struggle and wrought means is shaped and thought with me. Now see what is the important means, he not all alone, he just went for adventures, but he always gathers his men. So he never take the credit all alone, he just want to share with his mariners, with his soldiers. So that he mentioned that my mariners here, it's a highlighted soul that have toiled. Soul means the men's have toiled means struggled and wrought the and thought with me, that ever with a frolic welcome took. He reminds that them always accepted joyful whatever the travel would bring, whether trouble or good luck. Here the thunder and the sunshine and the opposite, free hearts, free foreheads, you and I are old. What is that? Whether they bring trouble or good luck, the proudly faced every obstacle with with the resolution and the bravery. Ulysses then acknowledged that both he and they have grown older. So here, you and I, free hearts and free foreheads means some free hearts. With the good luck and trouble, you and I are when they became old. Old age hath yet his honor and his toil. Death closes all, but something at the end, some work of noble note, may it be done. Ulysses insists to people that even as an old man, they can still work, do hard work, and earn respect. Soon they will die. Their chances to do great deeds will be over. See, old age has yet his honor and his toil. Old, even if it's old age, we can do their honor and his toil. Death closes all. We will be die. See, before they die, they can still accomplish something heroic, something fitting for the men that once battled of gods. At least, just we are born, we are brought up, and we died. It's not a thing. Death closes all, but something near the end, some work of noble note may it be done. After we died, there will be people we have in our history. We have to live along, live long. That is what a noble note here. This is what we used to say in Tamil. Reputations, right? Because reputation, we still after we death, we used to live in our moment. So but before they die, they can still accomplish something heroic, something fitting for men that once battles god, the people of Ithaca. Next, not unbecoming men that strove with the gods. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks, The long day wane, the slow moon climbs, the deep moans around with many voices come, my friends. So here, not unbecoming, it means becoming. Just reduce the two negative word in the sentence, strike out the not and strike out the un. Becoming men of store with the gods, being a people in Ithaca, the lights begin to twinkle from the rocks. We never stop being, we never stop doing things like sitting, remaining in one place. So the lights, the great hope, just start begin from the rocks, from the lands. So long day of veins. What is a vein? It's a place. No? Vein means place. The slow moon climbs. There will be a little hope climbs and deep moans around with many voices. What is a deep moan here? Look at the lines. The people of Ithaca are beginning to light lamps in their homes. Night is falling. The moon is rising in the sky. The waves of the sea are murmuring almost if they are speaking to Ulysses. Ulysses next. The slow moon climbs. The deep moon sounds with many voices. Come, my friends, it's just a call. Come, my friends, it is not too late to seek a new world. How can he motivate his men? It's really great. Come, my friends, it is not too late to seek a newer world. Push off and sitting well in order's might. That sounding furrows means a mark for my purpose hold to sail beyond the sunset and the baths. Here, bath means you must know outer ocean and river that the Greek believed to surround the flat earth. So, finally, even if we died, the history has to make our life live, so that he just motivate his men. He urges his crew as his friends to join him one last voyage even now. They're not too old to explore some unknown region of the world. He invites them aboard of a ship push away from the shore, and just he just got himself in the in the boat and ask other men to join in the boat just to push. That is what, push off and sitting well in order's might. Okay, here and the men oars so they can beat the waves, because Ulysses still has the goal of sailing past the horizon. Horizon means is a place, is a horizon vertical place he just want as far as he can go before he ultimately dies. When the correct point when he dies, even the last minute before he going to die, the last minutes of the die, he just wanted to make a good opportunity, so that he invites the board of ship, because Ulysses have that courage and motivations. Before he wants to die, he just want to move more and more places. He acknowledged that the waves may sink their ship. The big waves may sink their ship, but they may also find a way to place where the souls are blessed to go after death. We can have this, the sounding furrows of my purpose hold to sail beyond the sunset and the baths. And the baths means the place they want to move. Look at the next stanza, penultimate stanza. Of all the western stars until I die. All the western stars means different places until I die. Before he going to die, he just want to move. It may be that a gulf will wash us down. Gulf means some, because of the big wave, it can destroy, it can sink, washes down. It may be we shall touch the happy isles. What is the happy isles? Happy isles is a fortunate island situated in the Atlantic Ocean, popularly known as the Greek paradise. It is an island, happy isles. Maybe while they are traveling, there is a chance to sink in the Gulf Stream, in the happy isles, and see the great Achilles. That is Achilles. Achilles is also one of the greatest warriors. When he had infant, his mother dipped into the river Styx, which made him invulnerable, everywhere but the feet which she held. He just have he is one of the most great person to see the great Achilles whom we know. whether they die, they will meet the Achilles, the great warrior, great human man in his after he died, whom we know. Though much is taken, much abides, and though we are not now that strength which is old days, moved earth and heaven, that which we are. One equal temper of heroic gods, made weak by time and fate, but strong and will to strive to seek, to find, and not to yield. That is all here. So next, as he says, they might have seen their old companion who is called accomplished warrior Achilles. Many of the heroic qualities have been diminished by old age, but they haven't been lost completely. They don't have a same strength or a physical powers, physical prowess as they possessed as a young man fighting epic world changing battles. But inside, Ulysses declared they're ultimately the same men they always were. Their their minds and hearts are still brave and composed in a face of danger and obstacle. Their borders have been weakened by old age, something all human beings are destined to face, but their spirit are as strong as ever. They remain determined to work hard to pursue their goals and accomplishment, to never give up. So, here, though much is taken, we have to take a long, but much abides, much to give, tolerate. And though we are not now the strength which is in old days, when they became old, they not have a long strength, moved earth and heaven. Whether we lived in a earth or moved in a heaven, that means when they died, that which we are. Wherever they go, they will be they. One equal temper of heroic odds. Temper, it's a kind of irritations, it's a kind of a short period of anger to showing on equal temper of heroic gods, time made weak by time, that is but strong in will to strive. What is the ultimate goal is to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield, always moving forward to the world, to explore the world. This is what your poem Ulysses getting finished, ma'am. I just hope you understand, and the assignment I'm giving to you, finish it, ma. Summary, just write the summary in your English class work. Okay, thank you, ma.